Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming to the meeting of the Parent-Teacher Curriculum Committee. I've tried to come up with some basic facts about New Mexico history for the course, Introduction, which our committee has to approve before the students see it. I've tried to write it so that it'd be interesting for high schoolers and to make them want to read, study, and learn more.
We don't want it to stress the kids.
Or parents either.
Right. It's just one paragraph to introduce the topic, all right? I'll read what I've come up with to start. The area of New Mexico, now known as the area of the United States, now known as the state of New Mexico, has a varied and violent history. The area was first inhabited by Paleo natives, followed by other indigenous cultures. They lived mostly peaceful lives, yet they fought each other. Then foreign nations arrived. They continued the violence as everyone arrived to keep the land and culture that they had, or to, convert others to their culture. A total of 5 countries, Spain, Mexico, the Republic of Texas, France, and the United States, claimed parts of the area as their own territory. The Spanish were especially ruthless, asserting their dominance over the area. They prevented the Pueblo tribes from practicing their own religious practices and tried to get them to convert to Christianity. Now, the natives initiated the Pueblo Revolt in the 17th century in an attempt to fight back. Hundreds of lives were lost. The United States, the last foreign country to own the New Mexico territory, was slow to accept it as a state because of its reputation for lawlessness.
Wow, that all sounds bad.
Yeah, like harsh.
Can we revise it?
Sure, that's what we're here for.
Okay, how about the first one?
This one, the area of the United States, now known as New Mexico, has a varied and violent history.
Yes. Yeah. Can we change that to something like New Mexico is wild and wonderful?
We could, but there's already a state with that motto, Wild and Wonderful West Virginia.
Okay. Well, how about changing it to New Mexico has a varied and magnificent history?
I'd like that, yeah.
Well, yeah.
What's the second one?
The area was first inhabited by the Paleo Indian natives, followed by other indigenous cultures. The natives lived mostly peacefully, yet also fought each other.
Ooh, yeah, can we just skip the fighting part?
Yeah.
Well, it's technically accurate.
Let's just take it out.
Yes.
Next sentence.
Then foreign nations arrived, continuing the violence as everyone strived to keep the land and culture they had, or acquire more land and convert others to their own culture.
Ooh, that sounds coercive.
It was coercive.
I don't like it.
Me neither.
I don't like it either, but it's a history.
Well, what's the next part?
The Spanish were especially ruthless in asserting their native dominance over the area. They prevented the Pueblo natives from using their own religious practices and tried to get them to convert to Christianity. The natives initiated the Pueblo Revolt in the 17th century in an attempt to fight back. Hundreds of lives were lost.
That's not very nice. It sounds like the Spanish people tried to get the Indians to become Catholics.
That's what they did!
And I don't like that word ruthless.
Me either.
Okay, it is maybe a bit negative. How about tenacious? Or how about persistent? That chapter, the Spanish kept coming back over and over and over again.
Let's just drop the whole sentence.
Yeah.
Here's the next part. A total of 5 countries, Spain, Mexico, Republic of Texas, France, and the United States claimed parts of the area as their own territory.
No, that makes New Mexico sound weak.
It was weak! I thought I had already dumbed this down enough.
What do you mean?
I mean, I left out all of the interesting bits. There were massacres and beheadings and people playing football with heads.
Dead people's heads?
What other type are there? Yes, the heads of the dead were tossed
Wait,
around.
there was no football back then.
Granted, but there was a lot of unsavory conflict going on. And that was unchecked. Like, there were 8 battles. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 battles in the Civil War alone. The Confederate States even ran roughshod over New Mexico.
Well, I guess they didn't succeed, did they?
No, they didn't. But they did take over Albuquerque and Santa Fe.
That's a detail.
And how about the Lincoln County War? That was lawlessness run amok.
Is that the Billy the Kid War?
Yes.
Well, I got rid of Billy the Kid, right? So
It did.
maybe it was a good war.
Yeah.
Let's get back on task. Here's the last sentence. The United States, the last foreign country to own the New Mexico Territory, was slow to accept it as a state because of its reputation for lawlessness.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
That is a fact. Whether you like it or not, but it was only one of the reasons why statehood was so delayed.
What's another?
Prejudice on the part of some Americans.
Ooh, yeah, we can't use that word.
No, wait. It'll cause discomfort.
Yeah, we can't use bias either.
Loaded words.
Code words. Great. So I'll read what we've come up with so far. New Mexico has a varied and magnificent history.
That's it? That's not even a paragraph!
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yo, I still like Wild and Wonderful.
I do too. We don't care what Kentucky's motto is. New Mexico has a wild and wonderful history.
No!